but at the time it happened, it was an event that I think scarred everybody in this town.
Early on the morning of September 3rd, the Imperial Foods plant became an inferno and a death trap.
People talk about bringing out bodies, and you think about something like that, but I think when you walk up and you see them on the ground, laid out with sheets over them, it was the first poignant reminder I had had of, well, I'd never seen anything like that.
25 of the mayor's friends and neighbors died in an ugly panic.
They were just trying to get out, and they couldn't.
They were removing them steadily. But after a while, you just get numb. You just think, how much worse can this thing get?
This is the way the plant looks today. When you hear the wind blow through the weeds and grass that have grown up, so peaceful, it's hard to believe so many people died here. But those who live in Hamlet cannot forget. In fact, it appears as if they've taken their vengeance out on this building that caused them so much heartache.
What angered so many people was the fact that some of the doors, even fire exits, were locked. And the footprints on this door are an eerie reminder of the final moments and spirits desperate to survive.
We've become one of the safest places to work in the country. We're still a place where good people die about once every third day.
Harry Payne is not just a man whose name you see inside every elevator in the state. Since 1993, he's been the Commissioner of Labor. And in that time, he's made it easier for companies to get advice on how to make their workplace safer, and more than doubled the number of safety inspectors, hoping to bring down the rate of one death every third day.
It's very morbid to look at it as that somehow being progress, but we're now much better than most, and getting better every day.
Hamlet is not the town it once was. The railroad made it big, but even the famous depot looks like it wants to retire. On Main Street, there's an opera house. Caruso once sang here. Now, only the sounds of passing cars echo in the lobby. But of all the belly blows this hamlet has endured, nothing stole quite as much of its innocence as that fire.
The fallout from that was that after all the hue and cry was over and the funerals were over, there were people, real people, that were left to cope with the outcome of this tragedy. And I genuinely feel that it was probably a great deal to their good fortune that they were in a community like ours.
Time and this town are moving on.
It's like any death. You go through a period of shock, you go through a period of intense grief, and then kind of a prolonged coping period where you learn to restructure your life.
Fred and Carol, what we heard here today was that we may be doomed from the very beginning with the way our situation